Hi, welcome to Embroidery Works Every Day beginning tutorial. What I'm going to talk today about is just the icons that are on the top bar up here, and each one will have a drop-down menu that gives you the name. This is new, this one is open, save, print, copy, paste, undo, redo, color sort, 3D rendering, density map, preference, magnifying tool, your measuring tool, your stitch simulator, your stitch editor, your select object, merge designs, create lettering, merge stitch file. You can set your workstation up millimeters or inches. I selected inches, which gave me the inches down this way, negative inches this way. You can set in exactly parameters here if you want. This is your rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise. This is 90 degrees clockwise. This is flip vertically. This is flip horizontally. This one centers the design in the hoop. This one aligns and distributes, like right, left, center. This one fits to hoop. This one removes hidden stitches. This one is your project advisor. This is your cleanup stitches. This is your show leftmost value. This is your topmost value, right, and bottom. So let's talk a little bit about each one of these as we go along. So this open folder is the one I use most often, and I'm going to go get a design. You've got your look in so that you can actually look into your drives and find a design that you want to bring in, and then say open. Anytime I want to save, I can save. I usually save every once in a while to make sure I don't lose my work. This will print, and it's going to print the design on the screen. Okay? This copies. This pastes. This is undo, redo, remember? So let's go down here and we're going to right click, copy, right click, paste. Now I have two. Now if I undo, one's going to go away. If I redo, I get it back. If I go to color sort, instead of these birds sewing out as two individual designs, it reduced 8 colors. So if I save it, when I bring this in and put it on my USB and take it to my machine, all the red caps are going to sew out on both of the sets of birds, all the limbs, etc., and save me quite a bit of time. If I overlap my birds so that they are on top of each other, somewhat, so we're going to overlap. I'm going to shrink this guy down a little bit, and we're going to put them on top like they're baby birds sitting on the same branch with their parents. And now we're going to go to your density map. You'll see wherever I overlapped it, it's quite dense. The darker those colors, the more dense it is. I can go to my remove hidden stitches and clean up stitches, and you'll see now that it's lightened up here, more blues. So if I click on the icon that I use, density map, it will take me back to where I can see my active design page. And now if I pull these birds away, you'll see that the stitches are removed where they overlapped. They're gone, and they'll stay that way. If I actually move them down, they'll come back. Whatever one I select dims out the opposite design. To get them both to be back and active, I just click on my design page and they're both active. In my objects view over here, you see that I have some pluses. Whenever you see a plus, it means there is more there, and you're actually going to see more of your items. If I click on this one and I say delete on my keyboard, his hat's gone away. I can undo that and bring them back with my undo button. Okay. 3D mode. Is where they look like they've actually been embroidered. Preferences lets me pick my hoop size. So if I wanted these to be in a bigger hoop, I can select it. If I have multi-position machines with multi-positional machines, I can pick that. So I'm going to say OK. And now I've got much more room to work with my birds. This is my magnifier. I can click and magnify on whatever area I want to see better. I'm getting close to it. To zoom back, I can click on the actual compass view over here and bring my designs back into view. And I have this actual. Okay? The tape measure actually lets me measure my design to see how big it is. And it's going to change in the far left-hand corner and tell you your length and width. You can go at an angle and decide how far. So that's the tape measure. The stitch simulator, that's the next icon. Comes up on the top. It actually has your color bar up here. You have some options. You can hit play, or you can use this to speed the play up or slow it down, depending upon what you're trying to do. Or you can actually grab the color bar itself and go through it rather quickly so that you can get to or see what you're trying to see. I look for underlay, and there was underlay in that design, so that was nice. To get out of it, you just click on the next thing. This is your stitch editor, so in this mode, if I zoom in, I can actually grab a stitch and move it. So this is where you can edit stitches if something is not the way you want it to be. Okay. The next view is select object. So get back to where we can see these guys again. Minus it a bit so we can get back where we can see. You should be able to grab that bar also. The next one is merge a design. If I want to add a design to this and not lose the other design, I can actually click on these different categories, and you're going to get some shapes. You're going to get some nice, so we're going to say no to that. But I'm going to go to this one, and I'm actually going to say merge a stitch file, where I can go get a design and browse, get into my C drive here. Let's see. Anytime there's a plus, this PC, here's the C drive. Now I'm getting them over here where I can actually see what designs are coming up for me. So maybe we'll add the sleeping dog along with, so I'm going to double click. Now my sleeping dog is with my birds. I can click and move my birds so they're part of my sleeping dog picture. Those are the icons. One more. Let's do the center. Center the design. It's going to put it right. Now fit hoop. This is actually going to increase it so that it will fit perfectly in that hoop. So these are the icons. and how you use the icons to work through a design. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't be afraid to go ahead and hover over things in these Microsoft computers. The words will come up and you'll see what the icon does. So enjoy Embroidery Works every day. Call us a story if you need us, 703-490-1536.